Waking up the whole coast. It's the host with the most, the J to the Mo, the XO. Navigate you through this FreeBase thing once again. And today I got a very special guest with me, my youngin, man. He's not that young, we not that old. But, you know what I'm saying, my brother, man. Very multi-talented, man. Mr. General, man. Farron, the God. You know what I mean? What's up with it, my brother?
What's happening with it, man?
Oh man, it's just free basing it, man, keeping them high, man. Trying to keep it lit, you know what I'm saying? In this early stages, I want to bring you on to the show, you know what I'm saying, and build, you know, how we building as we building the show, build some moguls and situations, and you know, like that, and you like knowing you're multi-talented, you're a rapper, producer, tattoo artist, father. Mentor, you just got a whole little cesspool of things that you're doing, you know, slash Cordell, you know what I'm talking about? You know what I mean? So we want to get the people more familiar with you, and, you know, start off, give them your name, how you want to introduce yourself, and talk to the people.
Yeah, it's basic. I'm Pharaoh God, Scarab Tribe, Black Rome, you know, that's my label. I'm from Los Angeles, you know what I mean? Like, you know, greater Los Angeles. All of Los Angeles, you know what I mean? I've been doing it for a minute, doing a lot of stuff for a minute, so, you know, just trying to build with him.
Yeah, well,
build with him, man.
You know, we got to pull it out you, man. You know what I'm saying? Let's get on the tattoo thing, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, everybody know, you know what I'm saying? Let them know it's the Pain Freaks. You know what I'm saying? Pain Freaks Tattoo Gang. Tell them about the tattoo gang and how you came up with the Pain Freaks and how you did, you know what I mean, just the move, man, or the movement on the tattoo.
Well, I started tattooing a little bit late in my ages. You know what I mean? I didn't really discover that until real later. Mm-hmm. So, as an artist, I just felt like I wanted to go into something else. It was lucrative for me to do it. But every time I, you know, really try to do it for the money, it wouldn't.
Right. So you saying you was an artist,
right.
A drawing artist.
Yeah,
you was drawing before you was tatting.
Yeah, I've been drawing since I was about 4 years old.
Okay.
I've always been an artist. I paint.
So now we getting to the roots of this shit. So it's been an early on game that you was putting your hand on that pen.
I learned from my mom. My mom, she used to, you know, draw little stuff, and I just took it further.
When did you find out your hand was that steady to be able to move it into ink? Because a lot of people can draw, they can't really, you know, rock on the ink and stomach blood or whatnot.
Just to be better with you, I mean, you know, I didn't know I could do it at all. I was in a situation like I did a little time, got in trouble, you know, got past that, but as I was there, I learned how to develop other things that I could do, and that was one of them. Like somebody just, you know, I think she tattooed me. No, you get in trouble for that. You know how it go.
So lightweight, you could be a penitentiary success story. Like lightweight, like, you know what I'm saying? You done came home, learned, took something from there, came home and applied it to the streets though. You know what I'm saying? Like not like the rest, you know what I mean?
Getting used to and developing a little bit. You
know? Yeah. That's good. So white folks don't be trying to take the credit. Like I started him. We put him away and he got going.
I didn't start this. You know what I mean? Shonda Robinson
started this. Yeah, so once you came home, you just like put it to the game, and then it started working. Cause you got a lot of ink. You got a lot of ink on people. You know what I'm talking about?
Man, I like doing it. I like doing it. Like it's something about it that just zones me out from everything else in the world. So I just adapted to it real fast. Like I like the money, but I don't do it for the money. Like I like it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, a lot of tattoo artists don't like it. That's why they don't make no money. If you don't like to do it, if you ain't got no love in it, you ain't gonna make no money. Man.
Yeah. So what's your advice? You know what I mean, to other cats this drawing and think they can do it, or trying to make that transition, but don't want to catch no time and learn. You know what I'm saying? What would be your advice to them cats?
Academics is everything. When you're talking about building any type of business, academics will take you further in understanding business, period. So that's the first thing. And then after that, it's all mathematics, because, you know, it's not really about numbers. Mathematics ain't about numbers. It's situations. This plus this equals this, and that's just it. Everything is formula. Once you got the formula, bam, light them. I got torches to stuff out here, man. All type of stuff. But you know, you got to keep developing your craft. You got to keep at it. Start simple and keep it simple until it just turns into a next level of stuff. And you won't even know how fast you develop it. It'll be like, you'll be light years ahead of yourself.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know at what point I just started really advancing in it.
So what's your goal in this tag game? Like, what's your angle? And are you looking to dominate? Because we know you're musically inclined. You got your label going on. You're producing. You're trying to bring other artists up. And then you like in and out of rapping because you're dope and on the mic too. So what is the angle?
Too, man. When you're a multi-faceted person, multi-talented person, and you tell me this all the time, you have to find one focus, because it'll just take your mind in so many different places. You'll be like, I want to do this, but I want to do that, this, that. Everything has a season. Like, I try to put everything in its season. You know what I mean? Like, right now, like, this is not tax season. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's spending their money on other things. So we have to learn to use those, you know, multi-dimensional things that we do and put them in different seasons and aspects, you know what I mean? But tattooing, that like go with everything. Though.
Jewel alert, man. That's another jewel alert. You know what I mean? That's another thing. The new thing I'm doing on this thing is jewel alert. When people dropping jewels, we're going to come with the jewel alert, man. Y'all make sure y'all know that. The seasons, knowing the seasons, understanding when and there's where to start time for the opportunity of what you got the thing going. You know what I'm talking about? So, you know what I mean? That's a good jewel.
Jewels.
Ah, that was nasty.
They wanna know what's going on too.
Yeah, man. But you know, so far as what season you got going on right now, man? What's in the season right now?
It's music season right now. You know?
Okay.
Right now, I'm putting together a couple of projects. You know, we're gonna put our foot to the pedal, and spring gonna be like sprung. You know? We starting right now. One of my artists that we kind of lost touch a little bit, because you know the world will take you different places, different roads from the people that you know you need to be with, but you just gotta snap it back together. So I've been working with Priest, you know what I mean? Capone, you know, he repping out of Las Vegas like this dude. It's galactic, you know what I'm saying? So I got projects coming out with him in this season, you know. As we build his projects, we got a couple of singles we're gonna hit him in the head with. You know, doing the Black Rome thing, you know.
So explain to him what's Black Rome, man. Like give us some input behind. Come on, man, get into the Black Rome. You know, we need we need to hear another jewel alert, man.
Man, Black Rome is like. Black Rome. Imagine if, or when we owned Rome. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's something different. It's order. Like, music is messed up right now. Like, because nobody is understanding how many people that they're responsible for. You know what I'm saying? Like, they just come out with anything, everything, and they don't understand all of those people. You're responsible for those people and how they think, because you have that voice now.
Jewel alert.
Man, Rome is like, we gonna start a hip hop Congress.
See,
you know what I mean? Like,
you know, owning up to the situation. Yeah. That's one thing about, you know.
They just let you say anything anymore. Like,
yeah.
Because
it's going further. It's like it's taking everybody's word and voice is getting further in what they know, and it's taking its effect upon the young, the youth, our people in general. You know what I'm saying? So people just saying things and doing things for gain, for financial gain. It's come to a point where we cannot continue to allow that. You know what I'm saying? As men. You know what I mean? As black men, as African men, we cannot continue to allow people just throwing things out there and going too far with it. And yeah, like you said, it should be some counsel around there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and it starts right there. Like
who would you bring to the court first, man? Like out of all the cats, who would you, if you had a counsel right now, what artists this popping right now that need to come to the council?
They probably already in court right now. That's the cold part about it. The cold part about it, they probably already in court right now.
Oh, the obvious.
So when we hold in court,
and that's not just like that. Like most of everybody think we talking about 6ix9ine, but how many artists is in court? It's like everybody, all the artists is in court right now, having court cases, open cases, and on that subject, how do you feel about the artists that's overtaking and overusing the opportunity to get somewhere and the platform to be somewhere, and then using it to go backwards and diverse and go back into the streets? What do you think about that?
I think that's the very reason we're building Rome. That's the very reason for building Black Rome, because there's a lot of kids going down that lane that they're going down right now. And it's even more critical because who our president is, who our outside influences are. Like this, we talking about a global level when you talk about, our music particularly. Our music goes global. So think about that. Like, who are you influencing over there in the other side of the world too? You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't trying to say, it's freedom of speech. It's freedom of speech, but a lot of stuff don't have to be added to it, like especially all the extras, because we talking about a bunch of studio gangsters for real. You know what I'm saying? That got real, that are developing real gangsters in the streets, and they don't know. You know what I'm saying? So we building this for that particular reason, period. And everybody's getting money and nobody's saying nothing. Nobody's doing nothing. Everybody with money right now, they hand out a little money to, look good or whatever, but, they helping whoever they want to help. But the overall picture is, we creating a band of militia. Straight up, like in the streets, they want guns. They got guns in their videos that they probably never shot.
And to the younger generation, don't understand. Like it really goes like this: if you're not part of the solution, you're part of the problem.
That's
what I'm saying.
That's exactly right.
And in this situation, when you guys got voices and you guys got power,
and we ain't trying to make it a racial thing.
It's not.
It ain't no racial thing.
In my opinion, the racial thing is really like it's over with. It's a thing of a past. It's like it's just a talk. Right now, it's us having ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And holding ourselves accountable for situations. And the young brothers who don't understand, kind of like educating them more. Giving them more education so they can kind of understand, and then getting the like-minded youngsters to understand, and they speak it to them so it can sound like it's coming from their peers versus the old ass or your old ass. Like they got the antidote for getting old.
They started a wave of F my big homie stuff, and I robbed the plug, and like that's. Who started that? Who started saying, I'm gonna rob the plug? I robbed the plug, or made it popular to rob the plug?
I mean, that's been going on forever.
Yeah, but no.
Boneheads been boneheads. Boneheads been boneheads forever.
Yeah,
man.
but
like coming from where I'm from,
it's
from
a
up
couple
north.
of rappers that put that out
Pop
there.
it,
Like,
yeah, they put it pop, but rappers only gonna rap about they see it, what they doing. And in today's era, like granted, a lot of kids are raised up and bred on the coke era, on the crack era, and now that that's no longer available, a lot.
bless you.
Excuse me. Now that that's no longer available, a lot of the kids are turning to robberies, and stuff like that to make up that type of situation. They're not really getting.
That's just fuel on the fire. But the fire that's being built is coming out of music. Like, look at these dudes.
Yeah.
Look what they.
Yeah, I mean, it's the truth. It's the truth. It is what it is. But society is what society is, and you can't, in society, we can't really blame it on rappers or entertainment because they're here to entertain. And if people listen to the entertainers, that's kind of like a problem with today's society.
It's not about entertainment at all. It's about whoever has a large enough platform to have a following that they could lead in the right place, period. Like, I don't care if you're a basketball player, a football player, you got enough money to make an influence for somebody to go this way instead of that way. Like, we talking to you.
Yeah. I mean,
you know what I'm saying?
Well, look, from my point of view, music. Sometimes it has to come from around you. Yeah. Like, everybody not Huey P, everybody not Muhammad Ali. You know what I'm saying? But there's a friend around you that could probably give you the influence to point you in the right direction.
That's right.
So it started with the surroundings. Just because the rapper don't have that certain thing, that rapper uncle or big brother or somebody big homie or somebody from the hood or something like that, they supposed to have the influence to start putting that into their diet to where they can bleed that out. And I think, it's a lot of us pointing our finger at them and not looking at the people that's around them that's benefiting. There's a lot of people that's benefiting off these dudes, and they not doing nothing but just living it up fat, living they dreams that they already wanted.
Waiting for his court date to come so they can be freed of a debt.
Exactly. So it's a round thing. So, man, we glad to have you in today, and glad you got on the topic and this Black Rome thing. We got to build that thing. You know what I'm saying? It's a good concept. And we're going to keep it lit, man. So, man, I appreciate you coming on, man. And we're about to sign off for this FreeBase thing. And once again, we in this thing again, man. Waking up the coast, Black Rome. He up in here, Pharaoh the God, man. Scarab Tribe, Pain Freaks. He got a bunch of games, man. Y'all be seeing from this game. But, man, y'all stay black and stay intact, man.